What is up? We are live, episode 4 Behind the Lanes, presented by Hollmark Bowling Shoes. I am your host, JR, alongside my co-host, CEO, Mr. Steve Hernandez. What's up, Steve?
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the show. Another exciting week to sit and have a nice little talk with some of the fellow staffers and talk about Hollmark and some of the things coming up.
That's right. And the show, as you can tell, is a Nightfire episode. We're going to be talking about the new Hollmark bowling shoe, the current shoe out online right now. Be sure to check them out at hallmarkshoes.com. Interchangeable soles. It's the real deal. Get them while they're hot and get them while they're out because they're going to be gone soon.
Yep. There's only a limited amount. That's how we do it.
Yep. And also be sure to hit the like, follow, share button. YouTube, Facebook, we're live on. Follow Hollmark on Facebook. And yeah, so we're about to get this show rolling here with a couple of Hollmark staffers. But before that, Steve, you know what we got to do, right?
Intro.
We got to hit him with that intro. Let's go.
This is Sean Rash, and you are watching Behind the Lanes.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
Oh, I always do that, man. Camera's messed up, but we're back. We're live again. I see Ronald keeps coming in and out. Hopefully he gets it going here. But yeah, welcome to episode 4. And let's get ready to bring our Hollmark staffers in. So first off, leading off, we're going to bring in Coach Joe Borders. Give it up for Joe, everybody. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem. No problem. All right. So this is going to kind of mess us up because Ronald needs to come next and he's not here.
What about Shane? Bring Shane in. We'll see.
We're clapping for Ronald. All right. So Shane's actually going to go in Ronald's spot the way it's lined up. But let's go on and bring in Ronald. I guess Shane. Let's bring in Shane Connors. Sorry, Shane, but you're in Ronald's spot. Oh, sorry, Shane. Hey, Ronald. What's up, brother? Glad you could make it.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show, Ronald.
I thought I was having some problems.
Here's Ron.
I really
You got it, Ron. Glad you could make it. And now I had to cut him off, but we're going to bring him right back. Give it up for Shane Connors.
What's up?
What's up, Shane?
Good.
Thanks for standing strong, Shane.
Oh, yeah.
Standing strong, Shane. Well, I want to thank y'all for taking your time to join us on Behind the Lanes. So yeah, let's get right to it. And we're going to start off with Joe Borders. Joe, let the people know where you're from and what do you do for a living?
I'm from a little town in Ohio, from Galion, Ohio. I'm a teacher. I coach high school bowling, and I'm also our junior staff director here at Hallmark. Um, I enjoy everything I do, and I appreciate Steve giving me the opportunity to better my career and further it and get my name out there. So
Nice, nice. Now, how long have you been with Hallmark?
I believe I'm going on 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. I came on right as I became head coach of my high school team, and it was to pretty much help them get shoes at a better price, and I ended up falling in love with the company and what it all represents. So
Nice, nice. And how did you hear about the company? Did somebody mention it to you, or
I actually pretty sure I found them on Facebook. It was just a Facebook ad in a bowling group, and I was
okay,
like, I like the high top shoe. When I was lesser experienced, I would bounce the ball off my ankle quite a bit, and it gave me that protection to have that padding there. If I did that, I wouldn't be limping those 3 extra days that I would be if I didn't have that. So the high top shoe is kind of what sold me. It felt like I was wearing more of a sneaker. It was more secure on my foot, and I plant at the line. I don't slide, so it just felt more it's safer and secure on my foot. That's what I love.
okay. And what current shoes do you have right now, the Hallmark line?
I have our Night Fires, two pairs of the Black Ops. Those are my favorite ones we've ever produced. And then I call them the Buckeyes, but they're our red and gray ones. So
Oh,
those are the ones that I have.
the Red Diablos.
Yeah, Red Diablos. And then all of my kids on my team currently have our Purple Rains, and then a couple of them have our white ones from last year. So
Okay, nice, nice. So your title is director of junior staffers. Can you tell us a little bit about your role?
yeah, so all of the kids out there that would possibly want to be on and represent our company, they would reach out to me. I would just give them through an interview process. It's nothing lengthy. It's just what would our company mean to you for you to represent them, and then I bring them on and introduce them to the other staffers we have. I believe we have about 4 or 5 currently, and then we're looking to bring on a whole high school team in this off season. We can't currently right now in Ohio due to the restrictions because it's in season, but out of season, I'm allowed talking to them and bringing them on. So,
Steve?
Did you say something to me, Jay? I kind of cut out a little bit there.
Yeah, I was like, Steve, you want to chime in?
No. My thing is Joe, he's very instrumental, especially with the junior bowlers. The thing is, like I always tell people, the youth is our future, and so, I'll be honest. I mean, we serve everybody. But I've always felt like our investment in the youth is an investment in America. You know what I mean? We have to, help them come along and see things, and be able to experience things that they need to experience on the lanes, feel confident. Like I said, we've given shoes to some in need. And so it's a very intricate part of who we are. We at one time partnered with a group out of Alabama, but unfortunately they went under. And I thought they had a good mission, but apparently it wasn't what they was able to handle. And I'll let that be said. But like I said, we partnered with a lot of different youth organizations. And like I said, the youth are our future. And I like, I guess, in the other aspect of it, I've met a lot of older bowlers. They've been wearing 3G or Dexter, and they're set with what they're going to do.
Right.
But for us, these youth, they're like, hey, we're with the company. We know this company. They're they know us. They've got to meet me or call me or talk to me, talk to Joe. They feel the support and all that stuff. And so, like I said, we always make them a priority, because like I said, that's what will keep the sport alive. I mean, the youth of America. I mean, if people don't come behind us, where's the sport going to go? You know what I mean? So it's very vital what Joe does, and like I said, he's not only he's a director of junior staffers, but he's also a coach. And, he's out there, he's out there doing it for the youth. And to me, hats off to Joe for what he does. You know what I mean? I appreciate everything he does because youth are our future.
I appreciate you giving me that. Thanks, Steve. I don't get to hear it a lot, but when I do, I take it.
And how long have you been coaching for, or what got you into coaching?
So I started coaching right out of high school. I wasn't able to play football my senior year, and I just got into coaching. Well, I coached football for 15 years, and then when I moved to the area, my wife graduated from the high school that I coached from, and their bowling team was going to go under. And I was just a league bowler. I didn't know anything about coaching bowling, and one of the other coaches in the area knew that I was interested in getting my foot in the door, so he just asked me, "Hey, would you want to be an assistant?" And then the next year he had to step down due to health reasons, and I fought for the job. The kids love me, and I've been doing it for, this is now my 6th year as the head coach. And I have after tonight, it's a 79-34 record, so I'm pretty happy about that. But we have a lot of improvements to make, but I'm very happy where I am and with my program. We were able to put in a middle school team this year, and Ohio doesn't have a certified middle school like a state tournament, so it's kind of just open the waters. So we're looking to be one of the first first teams to make our name in that area.
That's pretty cool that you actually got both, middle school and high school teams, because in my area there's none of that at all.
That's unfortunate, man. It needs to be a bigger thing. In Ohio, high school bowling has taken off so much that in my opinion, we need 3 divisions. We only have 2. In football, we have just as many programs as we do the bowling team, and they have 7 divisions. So it feels like it's not equally spaced out. But it's for me to lobby in my state, not for anybody else. So it's something it's a project that I got to work on, unfortunately, and get other coaches to rally behind me.
Now, and what's up, Steve?
All I was going to say is, to be totally honest with you, and in all fairness, I work with a lot of people from around the country, and Ohio is very bowling oriented. I mean, I get a lot of requests for people from Ohio, a lot of, people from Ohio. So I see how, when he's talking about how they're incorporated in the schools and middle schools, I mean, it's a big thing. Just like I would say Iowa is for wrestling. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes. Very much so.
They're bowling, man. I mean, they're hot when it comes to grooming great bowlers out of that state.
So is Ohio like the mecca of bowling, you think?
Dang close as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, we have 2 of the best college bowlers in the nation right now that are bowling at Wichita State, Carter Street and Jaden Combs. They both went to USA team trials. Carter made the team, and Jaden placed in the top 60 as a first year. He's only 19. So those 2 boys, they both bowled in my tournaments that I host in the summer. And so they've put in the work, and they're reaping the rewards. It's awesome to see as a person who's helped them try to get there.
All right. Vincent said, I wish I had bowling in school in Georgia. We may have some great youth bowlers. I know, like I said, it's not, I wish I was in a popular area. But another question for high school bowling or middle school, whatever you coach, do y'all have like home centers, like when you play matches, like they come to your center, or if you go away, you go to theirs? Is it kind of like that? Okay.
Yeah. So like we out of my center, it's 16 lanes. We host 3 schools. It's myself and 2 partner schools. One of them's in our conference. So whenever we bowl them, we just stay at home and vice versa. But like tonight, one of our farthest drives away. It was about 55 minutes. We had to travel there, and it was only a little 10-lane house that my kids weren't used to. So it's nice to go into different alleys and lanes and be in that environment to better yourself. But it's also, with kids, it's foreign because you got to keep them calm and realize you're just bowling, guys. It's just having fun, going out and filling frames and making memories with your friends at this point. That's all you're doing.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
He hit it on the dot, and having fun and making memories.
Yep. So Joe, let us know what house you bowl out of and some of your greatest bowling accomplishments in your career so far.
So I bowl out of Victory Lanes in Gallion, Ohio. I have a total of 5 300s. 2 of them are sanctioned. 3 are in tournaments. I have no 800 yet, unfortunately, but honestly, my biggest accomplishment, I've won a bunch of tournaments, but bowling with my dad is who's one got me into bowling. He passed away last year, unfortunately. But winning our Monday night league with him He wasn't that best bowler, and I honestly at the time I wasn't either. But us making ourselves better, competing against each other, and wanting to win that title, and going out and doing it with not only my dad, my sister, and my brother. So it was a
Right.
family thing. That's one of my biggest accomplishments. So
Nah, yeah, definitely, man. That's freaking awesome.
Family
Austin
of
said,
bulls together stays together.
we got Austin in here. He says, what's the next tournament you guys are putting on?
oh, we got
I guess-
something coming on.
I think
Don't worry.
that's a Hallmark question. Lately, we haven't been putting on a lot of tournaments per se in our local area, but we've been sponsoring tournaments in other places, and trying to get out there and be part of other communities. Like you said, going to different houses. And last times we even bowl. Some of the staffers that are in that area bowl in them tournaments. And like I said, it's a very neat to go to different houses and see different conditions, different patterns, and so forth. It's how you learn and progress. If you stay at the same house and bowl every night, you know exactly what it's going to be like. But if you go to other places, you experience different things, and you get challenged. Is the word I'm going to say. You get challenged there, and so yeah. I mean, like I said, we'll be working on something hopefully locally pretty soon. But like I said, we sponsor tournaments all over the place. Matter of fact, we're going to go down to Kentucky where Tony is in April for a tournament down there. And I think we got one coming up maybe in Montana next year. We used to do one in Akron a lot, but we're choosing other different ones. We've been in Michigan, a gentleman from Michigan on there.
Carl, what's up,
we
Carl?
went to the Ernest got us into the Ham Track. We took a big contingent up there. It's like a 4-month tournament that goes on. You can bowl as many times as you want in this thing, but it's a few month tournament, and it's like a $25,000 tournament. There's a lot of money because there's a lot of bowling going on continuously. So,
Nice.
like I said, we get around. And that's our thing. And you know what? And anybody out there in bowling land, if they want to see us come out or they want to talk about sponsorship or help you with your tournament, reach out to us. We're always looking for something that we can partake in. We really like charities. That's one of our favorite things to do. But we're willing to get out there and go to different places and different land and meet different people and let them have the Hallmark experience as well as experience their tournament.
Right, leave your mark. All right, Joe. So the people want to know what's in your arsenal right now. What are you bowling with right now?
I am. If it ain't got an M on it, baby, I don't throw it.
Hey,
I got the original tank. I got the tank Blitz, a new shock. I got the Jackal Onyx and the Alpha, the Black, the Coral. I'm ready for nationals. Listen, I've been gearing up. As soon as I found out I was going, I was packing the bags. I'm ready for it. Now, if I do well or not, I don't know, but I'm going to be as ready as I can be.
There you go. Motivation. Made in America. You know what I mean? Made in America, Steve.
Hey, we want to do a little. I'm going to do a little shout out.
Okay.
Carl Roney, I think that's the name. He's watching from the maternity ward with his wife and his new son. Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
Hey. I mean, that's congratulations.
Hey, congrats.
Congratulations.
I mean, that means a lot to us. So, thank you for coming on and sharing that with us because that's awesome. Children are awesome. Families are awesome.
Steve.
Yeah.
That is
buddies. Buddies.
Is one of my buddies. Him and I do some doubles tournaments together.
Okay. That's pretty awesome that he's watching from the maternity ward after having his child. That's pretty awesome. Sitting here supporting you too. But
hey, Carl, hit us up, man. Maybe we'll get you on the show one week, man. That'd be a great story to talk about. Just hit us up.
You can talk about some of the things you and Ron do together.
Yeah, DM behind the lanes. All right, let's get back to Joe. All right, Joe. So we see what you bowl with now. So I guess the last question, man, is there any other hobbies that you like to do or enjoy?
Well, I have a son, so my son is my passion, my life. we go around and do everything together. He's big into bowling right now. We also collect. I'm trying to open my own store here in our local town. I buy, sell, collect video games and collectibles. So that's
Nice.
my kind of my niche, other than coaching and being a dad.
Right.
That's my favorite thing in the world. Is really just my son. That's my passion, man.
There you
Hey.
go. There you go. The
That's awesome,
theme,
Steve.
the theme of the last couple of episodes, Steve. It seems like we got a lot of gamers and a lot of hardcore family. You know what I mean? Just
Hey,
chilling
that's
with
what
the
it's about.
family.
That's what it's about, man. Family's everything. You know, at the end of the day, you know, everything put aside, your family is the most important thing in the world. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
you know, I can attest to that. You know, I mean, you know, you see your kids little, you raise them, they grow up, but they'll always be your kids, man. They'll always be your people. You know what I mean? And no matter what, you know, so family is the most vital thing in the world, man. And as you know, 3 years ago, it'll be 3 years come next month that I lost my youngest son. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
know what it means.
Yep. Definitely, man. Definitely. All right, Joe. Thank you for your time, brother. And if you got any shout outs or any social media people can follow you at, I don't know if you post bowling videos or what.
Well, as long as TikTok stays up, I'm on there. It's the Bearded Bowler, and I do have a YouTube channel. It's called C&B Bowling Tournaments. If you go on there, it's whatever. I make little videos of tournaments that I bowl in, and then whenever I host my tournaments throughout the summer, because I do a summer series,
Okay.
I usually live stream them on there. I've got about 4 cameras that I'm looking to set up this year and have a nice little. Whenever you click on it, you can go to whatever set of lanes you want and watch whoever you want instead of just having to watch one set. So I'm trying to
Nice.
make it nice and build it and make it something to be proud of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, there it is, man. Go follow him.
Carl, I love it.
Now I understand what bearded bowler.
Yeah, it's Bearded Bowler.
They kind of making me look bad. They got a little bit extra on me.
Hey,
To be fair, I
learned
just
something
trim
new
it.
today.
I just trim it, and I haven't shaved since 2013. It's nice. I love it.
Nice. All right, Joe. Well, thank you for your time, brother. And
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, guys. You have a wonderful night. If anybody has any questions about the junior staff program, feel free to reach out to me or Steve, and we'll direct you in the right or get you started in the right process.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Next up, staffer, we're gonna bounce down to the middle. Ronald Brown, what's going on, brother?
Not much, JR. And how about you?
Not too bad. Just another Wednesday afternoon. Joining with the Hollmark staffers. So let us know where you're from and what do you do for a living.
I am from Brunson, Michigan, and I don't do anything now other than bowl and work in the bowling alley. I retired last July, and when I retired, I had made an agreement with my wife that I would be living at the bowling alley, and that is big. So last year I was in over 35 tournaments with
Nice.
PBA and MSBS and Kaiser tournaments. They're all scratch.
Let me ask you a question. Are you still married?
Yes. I'm married.
Okay. Just making sure.
Man, she's a keeper.
If I told my lady that,
Good
good God. Yeah.
You and me both.
Yeah. All right, Ronald. So let us know, man. How long have you been with Hollmark bowling shoes?
Just shy of a year that I have been with them. And I have a pair of Red Diablos. That's all that I have right now. Wanted to get some night fighters, but things just didn't work out. So I see we got a new shoe coming out. So I may sit back and wait and get a pair of those.
Okay. Nice. And how did you hear about Hollmark bowling shoes?
I guess I want to call him a boss from one of the other companies that I'm on staff with.
Okay.
He had Hollmark shoes, and I thought, well, heck, I'll just go look them up. And I looked them up on the, I guess you want to say the internet. And I thought, well, I'm kind of curious about those. So I said, was it Mike? Bob
Mike Lane?
Mike Haney. I sent him, I think it was him that I sent email to. Anyways, I wound up with talking with Steve on an email, and he put me on staff.
Nice. What is it that you love about Hallmark as a company and a shoe?
I love the shoes. I think they're a lot the other ones that I had. I love the high top because while they're not really high top, they're like a mid top, I guess I would like to say. Right. And they give me a lot more support on my ankle. But they hold up really well. And another thing that I like too is that I know for a fact that this company and Steve stand behind their product, because I had a problem and I sent him some pictures one night, and next day he messaged me and said, there's another pair on the way. I mean, what a great company to work for. And I can't be more pleased with the shoes and with the company. And I feel like I'm a part of a family with the Hollmark company.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are. You got anything, Steve, for Ronald?
No, I mean, like I said, that's one thing that, sometimes I guess we fail to bring up, but we do stand behind our product, no questions asked. If there's something going on, I mean, not like I said, manufacturer, there's always maybe something that slides through the cracks, not to say that a bunch of our shoes fail, but if something does go wrong, there's not a problem. Reach out to us. Hey, like I said, send us a pic. Hey, this is what ran wrong. And we'll send you out a new pair. No questions asked. We stand behind our product. We believe in our product, and not too many companies, will do that. You'll probably have to go to the pro shop where you bought it from or try to, whatever. Right. We're not that way. If you reach out to us, and I'll be honest, I answer a lot of the calls, and a lot of people say, "Oh, hey, you should have to figure out get a call center or something." You know what I mean? And no, we don't work that way. We don't operate that way. That's why we have the staffers we have. You reach out to them, and Ron made a good point of that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, nothing's ever perfect. Sometimes things do happen or whatever. But we do stand behind the product. And Ron does his own videos too, and that helps us, and letting people see other people out on the lanes. Like I said, we have a lot of staffers doing a lot of great things out there. Having their own video channels and stuff like that, and that's very important. To let people see not just them, the bowling or their techniques or whatever, but even our product. That hey, look, he's wearing these shoes, and they're doing very well out there on the lanes. So I want to man, I'll be honest with you. Ron, when he said his wife is in agreement, that's amazing, man.
That's what I was saying.
She got on me for bowling 3 nights a week. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, geez. Hats off to you. I guess when I retire, maybe she'll let me do that.
Well, I think it was more like she wanted to get me out of the house,
Yeah.
That might be true too.
So how long have you been bowling for, Ronald?
Well, I go all the way back to when I was 9 years old. I'm 64 or 63 now. But I took a 30-year hiatus to go race motocross. Me and my dad went out and raced motocross. I've been almost every state racing the motocross east of the Mississippi River. Had a lot of great times with my dad on the lanes and on the motocross bikes. And then one night he gave me a call and he says, hey, we're short a bowler. Can you get in here and bowl? And I said, yeah. And I want to say that was probably, I'm guessing 15 years ago that I got back into it, maybe 20 by now. Okay. So I went back in there and bowled with the team. And then the next year I was bowling on 3 different leagues the next year. And then I want to say the next year after that, I was at the bowling alley 4 nights a week bowling. And then my wife went and said, it's just getting to be too much, so you're going to have to cut it back. So I cut back to 2 nights a week.
Nice.
But they were
there's a lot of bowlers here with father and son stories. I mean, your son Colby, he's still bowling, right, JR?
Yeah. Speaking of him and my daughter, I think you remember meeting them when they were like 3 years old, and he's like 16 now, driving. Yes.
Won the state championship in football too, right?
Yep, they went undefeated this year, 14-0, won Maryland 2A state championship. So that was
Dude,
great.
that is awesome. That,
Yeah, he was only a junior. I was like, dude, you better fucking cherish. Excuse my language. I was like, you better cherish this, man, because this don't happen often.
yeah.
And the team they beat in the championship, off topic, the team they beat won the last 3 in a row state championships, and they were on a 51-game winning streak.
Woo.
And they beat them 8-6. It was a defensive game.
That's a slugfest.
Yeah, both teams were averaging like 45 points a game, but the championship was 8-6. So shout outs to Patuxent Panthers. I'm wearing a hat right now. It was a battle. All right, Ronald. Sorry about that, brother.
Yeah,
but let's get.
It's good to hear a lot of father and son stories here, man.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
That's
Definitely. All right, Ronald. So you've been. Yep. So you've been bowling for quite a while. Let us know what house you bowl out of, and let us know some of your greatest bowling accomplishments in your career.
Okay. I bowl out of Hillside Lanes in Hillsdale, Michigan. I have not had a 300 yet. I have not had an 800 series yet, but I have had 290 for the highest game. I have had over 300 games, 276 or higher. My highest series was 759. I have quite a few 700s. I've had 700s in practically every single house that I've been in. Won numerous league championships. I won probably the biggest accomplishment is I won a Pro-Am back in 2018. I had Ryan Simonelli, Graham Faw, J.R. Raymond, Chris Lowshetter, and I had Larry Verpel there. And the final game, Ryan Simonelli shot 277. And it was 6th or 7th frame. He threw a bad ball, left the 247. And I went 8 spare, and strung 10 in a row, and had 278 and won that by that one pin.
Oh man!
I have finished 88th in the state.
All right, Frankie.
In all events 1 year, and then down in Indiana, the state tournament down there in Indiana, Buddy finished 5th in doubles. So, I mean, I've got a lot of accomplishments, but them are probably the ones that I cherish the most.
Okay, nice. So you're also on staff with a couple other companies, right?
Yes, I am on staff with Swag or California Bowling, which is now Swag. I'm also on staff with Creating the Difference, and I'm on staff with V's Jerseys.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I haven't tried none of that Created the Difference stuff yet. That's just some ball cleaner stuff, right?
The what now?
That's ball cleaner stuff?
Sit.
Yes, CTD. Yeah. Yep. I should mention Hillside Lanes and Dave's Pro Shop. They also help me out too.
Nice. All right, Ronald, so let us know what equipment are you bowling with right now? What's in your arsenal?
I have 7 balls. My main ball is the Big Pro Assemble. And then I have a red buzzer beater. That's generally. Then I have the Phenom. I have the Joker. I have the Goat. And I have a wiper, which is a spare ball. And I think that's all that I have in my arsenal right now. I could go take a look, but it's all over at the alley.
No problem, Ronald. All right, Ronald. So last question before we get you off here. Do you have any other hobbies outside of bowling?
No, I don't right now. Like I said earlier, the only other hobby that I really had was the motocross racing. And I did run some pro races with that over at Buchanan, Michigan, Red Bud National that's held on the 4th of July. Also raced the Pontiac Silverdome pro race up there. At Buchanan, I took a 14th and a 12th for 12th overall. My first year I went there, and I never made the main after that. And then at the Pontiac Silverdome, I finished 16th in the A main. The very first year I went and never made another main after that. I was within probably about 100 yards of making my second main event, and I had some guy blow a corner and T-bone me, and I went from 4th to 12th. So, and then my last 6 years, I was in the top 40 in the country as an amateur in 3 different classes. And my dad traveled all over. My mom and dad traveled all over with me. It was a real nice family.
I was gonna say,
and
racing in the Pontiac Silverdome, they used to be a big thing down out there, man. I mean, I watched that on TV and stuff.
Yeah, yep. And if you've ever watched any motocross racing, the Pro National on 4th of July weekend is also aired on TV. So, yeah, pretty big races.
Nice.
You get pretty nervous.
Yeah, I bet. All right, Ronald, before we let you get off, let them know where they can follow you on your social media platform.
I have Ronald Brown Bowling page on Facebook. And then I have a YouTube channel. It's at Ronald and the R is capital. And then all the other words are lowercase. And then it would be, I want to say a hyphen. It's the middle slash.
Okay.
And G6C. And that's my YouTube page.
All right. There you go. There's Ronald Brown. Make sure y'all give him a follow. Ronald, thank you for your time, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ronald.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. I appreciate everything you guys do for us.
There you go. Now bet and clean up to finish up
Thank
the.
you.
You're welcome.
You must have a delay, huh, Steve?
I must be. I don't know, man. It's been kind of messing up a little bit here today for some reason.
Oh,
I ain't got nothing on in my house. So.
Oh, good. All right, bat and clean up coming up to close out the show for us. We got Shane Connors. What's up, Shane?
What's up?
Not
How
too
you
much.
all been doing?
Not too bad. Thank you for taking your time to join us. So, Shane, let them know, man, where you're from and what you do for a living.
I am from Ingleside, Illinois. I work at UPS.
Oh, do you drive the trucks?
Not yet. I am right now in the process of studying to get my Class A CDL license.
Okay, there you go. What can Brown do for you? We're gonna make sure Shane delivers those Hallmark shoes on time. All right, Shane. All right, Sean.
I want to say,
Get a plug for UPS. We got a sponsor.
Yeah. All right, so let us know, man, how long you been with Hollmark? How did you find out about the company, and what do you love about the company?
If I remember correctly, I think I've been with the company for 2 years now, I think.
Okay.
And I got involved with the company because of Steve Hernandez himself. I saw a post of his on Facebook one day asking about helping a two-hander bowler that was a youth bowler that was asking some tips on how to get better, and I gave him some advice. And that's when Steve decided to ask me if I wanted to be on staff with his company.
Nice. So you're a two-handed bowler?
Yes, I am.
What about you, Joe? You two-handed or one?
I am a one-handed right-handed bowler.
Okay, and then Ronald, you're definitely a two-hander, right, Ronald?
Oh,
I could totally see it.
Right.
You know what they say? 2 hands is better than one. That's all I can say. Nah, I'm playing with y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, JR's a two-handed bowler.
Yeah, I'm a two-hander. All right.
Hey,
So, all right.
I can do both. It's just not pretty.
Right. Well, I'm eventually about to switch up, man. I'm getting older, and it's bad on your back, bending over like that. So,
when you coach it, you got to do it. You have to get out there and at least throw a couple games to understand it. It's not
Right.
pretty, but it gets to the pocket.
There you go. There you go. All right, Shane. So what current shoes do you have right now?
I have the Desert Storm up.
Yeah, I like those shoes, man. I say that every time somebody's got a pair.
Yeah,
Like,
I've actually had a couple people come up to me and ask me about the shoes and where to get them, and I either tell them to go to the website, and sometimes they ask me, "Hey, is there any way I can order it to you?" And I've actually had a few people order them to me.
there you go. Maybe soon you can deliver them to them too. Once you get your CDLs, huh?
Maybe.
All right. Yeah, maybe. Hey, Steve, you got anything for Shane?
It's kind of buffering a little bit.
Okay.
Well, Shay, he's also from my home state of Illinois. That's where I live now. A lot of people used to say, "Oh, he's from Iowa." I lived in Iowa for a while, but now I live on the Illinois side now. I mean, right on the Mississippi where I live. So there's like Iowa here and there's Illinois here. And it's like a big community called the Quad Cities. So I'm been currently in Illinois for 3 years. So it's nice to have other staffers in Illinois, on staff, because sometimes, like I said, it's easier to go see them or whatever, or communicate with them, in person. Like I said, I go to a lot of the Midwestern states, like Ohio, Michigan, Iowa, Illinois, like I said, we're probably, Kentucky's not that far of a drive, but it's nice to have people in, that are close to me if they have something going on. But like I said, it's nice to have Shane on. We talk, and the thing which Shane brought up is, when you got somebody that's going to reach out and help somebody, or help a thing without anything in return, ask for anything in return. That was like a big plus for me. And I was like, hey man, we need good people like you on Hallmark, and that was kind of a, and sometimes I'll be honest, I don't remember every ins and outs of stuff, but when they bring it up, it reminds me of, oh wow, yeah, that's what happened. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of nice. That's one of those things that this format gives, to get the more intimate details or remind me of stuff. And so thanks, Shane, for reminding me of that, because once you start talking about this, like, oh yeah, because I've had a lot of people, that's why we continue to grow, and I have other people helping, because I can't do it all. I'm not and when I first started, I thought I was a one-man army, but no, I've come to understand that it takes a team, a family, and that's what we consider ourselves family to make this thing work. It's not just me. I mean, yeah, I may be the CEO, but everybody here is valuable. They all do their part. Just like you, JR. I mean, you've been around for a while. I mean, and it's to me, it's amazing. This whole thing and how it continues to grow. I never envisioned it to grow like it has, and it continues to grow. And it's like people like Shane that reach out and say, hey man, can we help out? What can I do? So thanks, Shane, for bringing that up, because that's the kind of stuff that hits right here with me.
Right.
Especially when it comes to youth bowlers, you want to make it fun for them and make them understand that, hey, yes, you understand you want the scores, but at the same time, as long as you preach to them saying, hey, as long as you practice and keep on going and practice hard, the scores will come.
So they say. No, I'm playing. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Like just like Joe said, he's a one-handed bowler. I couldn't help anybody. I couldn't help a two-handed bowler. Like you said, one, it's too tough on the back. But if they asked me to, I wouldn't be able to instruct them. It's just not how I bowl. But it's
Right.
good to have other people with other experiences. That can because a lot of youth bowlers like to do the two-handed bowling now. That's just
High
changes
res,
the guard a
pocket
little
hits,
bit.
baby.
Coming of age. The sport.
Yeah, I think I got into
What?
bowling a little late. I think I'm 42 now. I think I started bowling when I was 36. So I started out with just a two-finger bowler, just ripping it with one hand. Eventually, guy was like, why don't you try two hands? So I went to two hands. And so my accomplishment, I was the first one to shoot 300s in the Gold Pros. I got 300s, St. and my highest set's a 782. I've been bowling about 6 years. But two-handed seems
That
the way to go.
I got
That
you.
two-handed gave you that revolutionary power,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
it
some
did.
people get mad. It's like, yeah, they got power behind their throw. It's like, hey.
Yeah. All right, Shane. So let us know, man, what house you're bowling out of and what's some of your greatest bowling accomplishments.
One of the things I bowl at is at Raymond's Bowl in Johnsburg, Illinois. I've been bowling there since I was just getting out of youth league at 18, and I'm 34 now. I've been bowling for 20 years, and I want to say my highest series I've ever bowled was a 799, and missed my
Oh,
and missed my 800 series because of an 8-pin.
oh man.
No.
And it was actually one of my best shots of the night, and went flush pocket, and it was a stone 8.
Jeez. I don't know what's worse, that or a rap 10. You know what I mean?
Uh, I think the worst one is the 8-pin because it reminds me of Randy Patterson.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So let us know what bowling equipment you got right now. What are you rolling with?
I have a mixture of bowling balls in my bag, but my all-time favorite bowling ball in my bag right now is the Swagger Bomb by Swag.
Okay.
That ball is amazing. I could literally play anywhere on the lane, and it'll still come back to the pocket. I could play all the way from the gutter and get it out to the 5-board and still come back.
Nice. Y'all gonna really hate me. First of all, I'm a two-handed bowler, and my main ball is the pitch black. I use urethanes, so y'all probably be like, "Dude, I know. I gotta
Listen,
control it. I gotta control it."
Hey, I bowl on wood all the time, so I will gladly grab a 500 grit urethane and I will throw it up 10 and ruin everybody's day. I love that game plan. That is all. I'm all about that, baby.
Thank God my bowling team, they're pretty good. They're way better than me, so they know how to adjust to what I use. I'm like, is that all right? They're like, yeah, go on, use urethane. I'll be good. I was like, all right, cool. But yeah.
My last tournament that I was in, I bowled on with Graham Faw, and he come up here and started slapping down all these urethane balls, and I looked at him and I said, "Oh, by the way, Graham, they said that there was no urethanes allowed on this thing." He looked at me and he says, "Well, I'd never throw any of them."
Yeah, I always mess with Sean Rash. I'm like, yeah, Sean, I'm a two-hander and I roll urethane. He's like, Lord, we gotta get you out of that. I was just like, yeah.
Oh, I have a story about that part. It was Sean. We were at this is just not just recently. It was last year. I was bowling down at Parkside Lanes, where his home center is at, and a group of us were playing, and he started bowling against my friend. It was a friendly competition against him and another guy, and unfortunately, I came in. And I asked, "Hey, can I join you guys?" He said, "Sure." As we were starting the bowl, I pulled out a water bottle.
Did you crinkle it?
Oh, I did. And Sean looked at me and said, "Really?"
Oh man, great story, great story. So Shane, before we get you off, brother, do you have any other hobbies you enjoy doing outside of bowling?
The other thing I like to do is every once in a while, I play pool with my brother,
Nice.
and every once in a while he'll ask me to sub on his team, and I'm gotten pretty good at playing pool with him.
What's your handicap?
I have
You like a 5, 6?
I'm average about 7.5,
Okay. Nice.
and my brother's averaging about 8.9.
Okay. Sweet. So you like to shoot a little bit pool outside of bowling. Is there any other social media that people can follow you on? Do you have a YouTube page?
I'm starting to get a YouTube page. started, and I haven't fully have it up and running yet.
Okay.
But I am planning on starting that soon.
All right. So stay on the lookout for your YouTube page.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right. Well, that's Shane Connors, Ronald Brown, Joe Borders, Steve Hernandez. I want to thank y'all for taking your time to join. Any closing words, Steve, for episode 4?
Oh, all I can say is thank you, gentlemen, for coming on tonight. And remember, this is the only service-enabled, veteran-owned company, bowling shoe company in the world. Okay, so we are a small business. We are veteran-owned, service-enabled, veteran-owned, and you know what? It's more than just a title. It's something that we believe in. We all give of service, and I think a lot of this, like I said, Joe being a coach, Shane, helping out, Ronald. I mean, it's about service, man, and so we are who we are, and I like I said, I want to thank everybody coming on tonight and all the viewers, and we'll keep leaving our mark, and we'll still be striving to be excellent, and we'll be at a bowling alley near you.
That's right. And if you got a story to tell, just hit us up at Behind the Lanes on Facebook or YouTube. DM me, and we'll get you on the show, man. So until then,
yeah, that's some Hallmark bowlers. They've got bowling shoes. They got a story. They want to reach out to us. We'd like to talk to you.
And be on the lookout.
When I throw my first, I'll reach out to everybody.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you for your time. It's been a great one, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you guys next week.
See you.
All right.
All right.
Sweet night, guys.